And welcome to another episode in Michaela Loves Gymnastics. I don't have my phone in my hand to shake it like I normally do. And as I told you guys earlier, I lost my intro that I used to have. So it is what it is. Welcome to this BS year called 2020, and I am Michaela, the host of your favorite gymnastics blog, Michaela Loves Gymnastics. And how are you guys doing today? Today is just, I'm over it. I'm over this whole pandemic. I'm over the coronavirus. I'm over people who tell you to stay inside the house, but then don't give you no resources to help you pay your bills. I'm just over it. I'm over keep trying to apply for unemployment because the website keep crashing every time I was gonna curse. Every time I try to get on the website, it crashed. So I'm just over it today. But welcome to another edition of Michaela Loves Gymnastics. Now, I know a lot has been going on in the world of gymnastics over the last month and over the last couple of coronavirus videos that I've created. We've talked about some of it, but a lot of new developments have happened, and I want to get into all of that in another video. This is not the video. The video today is going to be me ranting about two issues: the coronavirus and Tiger King. Yes, Michaela loves the Tiger King. Thank you, Lord, for the Tiger King, because that has been the biggest and the greatest distraction from this pandemic anybody could have ever asked for. So I know we do a lot of gymnastics content. I mean, that's basically what this channel is, gymnastics. But for today, we're going to do a Tiger King review. So let's get into it. So, Tiger King, Joe, I have no idea what his last name is. But we're gonna call him Joe Exotic because that's the name that his persona is. Joe Exotic. Joe Exotic is this RN HB from Oklahoma. And is RN a racist? Should I not say that? Is HB racist? Should I not say that? I mean, that's how y'all describe him. Like, he is this RN HB from Oklahoma, right? He's a zoo owner. He breeds exotic animals, but his specialties is big cats, specifically lions and tigers. And he would breed them together and create ligers. And he had a whole zoo and was making good money. A lot of people knew about this zoo. And then we have another rival zoo from Tampa called Big Cat Rescue. And the lady who owned that is named Carol Baskin. And then we have another zoo. I don't know what the other zoo was called, but the guy who owned that zoo, his name was Doc. And then we have Jeff. And those are the four main players in this story. There's lots of other players, but those are the four main players. Now, for those who have not watched the series, I'm not going to go into detail on every episode. I'm just going to give you my overall theory of what happened. So if you're looking to get a detail-by-detail breakdown of each episode, I'm not going to do that. So either watch the series on Netflix or watch somebody else's video about Tiger King. What I'm going to do is give you my overall theory of what happened. So, Joe had two husbands. One was named Joe and one was named Travis, right? Joe had a zoo. Joe had all this staff and stuff. So, Joe was filming this is why I believe everybody turned off Joe in the end. Joe was filming a reality show about the Joe Exotic and the zoo and all the staff, right? And I believe that reality show the staff viewed as their lottery ticket. Come on, even if you're a low-level staff member on a reality show, they're going to give you $30,000 a season to be on that show, especially if the show is successful. And if the show is successful, just being a friend of the cast, you could get 50,000, 40,000, or whatever. Hell, like $1,000 per episode you appeared on. Now, for those people who was working with Joe Exotic in his Zoom, they were being paid $100 a week. They were basically volunteer pay. So that money would have been life changing for them. So what I believe happened is when Joe realized that he was not the owner of the show, when Joe realized that he had no say so over the production, the money, how everything was being spent, so on and so forth, I think Joe flipped out, and he was the one who burned down all the footage and killed the alligators in the water behind the studio. And I think because of that, everybody was mad with him. You see how the first husband testified on him in court, and even the first husband in the documentary was like, why would Joe kill our crocodiles? Because Joe was a maniac, and he was a control freak. And when the producer guy informed Joe that he had no control over the show, Joe flipped out, and I think Joe absolutely burned down the shed that had all the footage, the studio basically. So because Joe destroyed the studio, I think that's when the plot to take him down began. Everybody knew he hated Carol Baskin. Everybody knew Carol hated him. So it wouldn't be that far-fetched for Carol to just be on the side of whoever's saying that Joe was attacking her. I believe Jeff, Tim, the fat Chucky doll looking man, the first husband Joe, not Joe Exotic, but the first husband Joe, and Carol Baskin, all four of them, was in on this plot to put Joe Exotic in jail so they could get control over his zoo. Think about it. Why wouldn't Doc was their mortal enemy because Doc was the closest zoo to them. Even though Joe and Carol hated each other, Doc's zoo was closer to where their zoo was at. So that was direct competition. Where Carol's zoo, it was more like internet competition. It wasn't direct competition. So how then do Joe, the first husband, the guy with the tattoo, I think his name was Hammer or something like that. Joe, Hammer, Tim, Jeff, and Kara all be consistent that Joe was the one who hired Hammer to go try to kill Carol, and nobody else is in trouble. Carol's not in trouble for raising animals. Jeff's not in trouble for being the co-owner of the zoo. Hammer's not in trouble for allegedly taking money to go kill Carol. And the first husband isn't in trouble for killing the damn tigers too. But that's what the first husband went to testify on that. Oh yeah, I was with Joe when he was killing the tigers. So how can all these people be in cahoots and they wouldn't let none of the other staff come to the trial and testify for Joe's behalf? So yeah, they all set Joe Exotic up. There's rumors online that, Jeff could be Carol's first husband. And if you see the pictures of Jeff, and if you see the pictures of Carol's first husband, I know it sounds stupid and ridiculous and like a stretch, but just by looks alone, it's possible. It's absolutely possible. I do think there will be a season 2 of Tiger King. But there are several lessons from Tiger King that I want people to take. So let's get it on our last minute. Stop talking shit about people you don't like, because you never know what people are going to use to set your ass up. When you are a horrible human being to other people, 9 times out of 10, those other people are going to plot to take you down. So try to be a good person. Mind your own fucking business. Stop trying to buy love. And that's the overall premise. Like, I really encourage anybody and everybody to watch the Tiger King. It was a highly interesting, highly entertaining 7 or 8 part docuseries on Netflix. See you guys.